chapter 1, 2 we have done. Chapter 3, 4, 5 deleted. We have to do only chapter number 6 and chapter number 7. Now in every subject your course has been deleted. So it's such good news. You have literally, just half the course, which is so nice for all of us. Now let's not waste much time. Let me also inform you children that class will begin from tomorrow at 10 to 8, 7:50. From 7:45 to 7:55 minutes, I will enter you into the class. And after that bit, I will not enter anyone. Today I will enter everyone children, because today there was some confusion. You did not know the time. But from tomorrow class starts at 7:50. So from 7:50 onwards, that is 7:45, I will start entering all of you. I'd appreciate it if there's discipline. And now we come down to the lesson. Now today's lesson is federalism. This is the third part of the lesson. Maybe we will not complete it today. We'll continue tomorrow. Now, question is, I told you, federalism, there are some states that have very special preferences where federalism is concerned. Okay, they get special status from the central government. Now, why or what are the conditions? Please write down the question. What are the conditions required for the success of democracy? What are the conditions required for the success of federalism? For the success of federalism. For the success, Ishan Sharma, switch off your microphone. What are the conditions required for the success of federalism? Now see children, if any project has to be a success, there has to be some basic criteria which is required. We need some basic criteria. That is very important, that is required. So what we need to do is, we need to have a situation which is congenial to federalism. For this we need, there has to be a democratic policy. Another thing is that we have to respect diversity and the desire to live together. Now, India, there is abundant diversity. Less unity factors, more diverse factors. And when we are ready to accept the diversity of every state and we are ready to live together, only then federalism can be adopted. So now take down your answer. The success of federalism, the success of federalism is attributed to nature of democratic policies, and this ensures spirit of federalism, and this ensures spirit of federalism respect for diversity, respect for diversity, and the desire for living together, and the desire for living together. Now, the next question that you put is, how is federalism practiced in India? How is federalism practiced in India? I'll explain. There are 3 points, children, to this. I will explain 1 point at a time and then I will give you the notes of it. Now, first thing is linguistic states. Children, you know, when India became independent, people of all different regions were speaking in different languages. If we look at the map of Australia, you look at the map of Africa, you won't believe that every part of Africa is just cut in straight lines. But in India, every state has different shape, different dimensions. Now, when we got independence and we had to form our states, what the government felt was, if we put all the people speaking one language then into one state, it will be much more better for us to control that particular state. But today, beta, what we find is, because of geographical conditions, the state was too big, management became difficult. Because of ethnicity, now we have created some more states like Uttarakhand, Nagaland, Jharkhand. So first thing is, how is federalism practiced in India? We practice federalism through linguistic states. Now please write point number 1, linguistic states. Point number 1, linguistic states. Linguistic states. Now, kindly take down, children. At the time of independence, states were formed. At the time of independence, states were formed on the basis of language. But in 2006, many old states vanished. And new states were created. New states were created to make administration easier. Example, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, now children, number 2 you write language policy. Number 2 is language policy. Now, you know, children, when we ask you a question normally in the class, what is the, mother tongue of India, or what is the national language of India? And many of you would say, ma'am, Hindi is the national language. Let me bring to your notice one thing, children. Hindi is spoken by 40% of the people in India. 60% of the people, they do not speak Hindi. They do not speak Hindi. Today we have got 22 scheduled languages, and believe me, beta, see, there are 22 scheduled languages and about 114 plus, languages accepted and identified by the country. But the 22 languages that we have, kids, you can appear for a central board examination in any of these 22 languages. 1956, English was supposed to be stopped for all official purposes, but I don't think that has happened. Today, English continues to remain in our country. Today, we still have English as one of the major languages. In fact, it is a link language. Every state can have the privilege of doing every assignment of theirs, filling in forms, etc. in their own language, and the alternate language is English. Very rarely it is Hindi. So children, because of the language policy, we really do not have one national language, and our textbook says, oh, we are not like Sri Lanka. They have 2 languages, Tamil and Sinhala, and they can't agree. We have so many languages, and we have made 22 languages as our scheduled languages. So look, we practice federalism to the highest priority, to the highest core. We follow federalism. So children, now kindly take down. Kindly take down. In the Constitution, Hindi is recognized. In the Constitution, Hindi is recognized as the official language but it is the mother tongue, but it is the mother tongue of only, it is the mother tongue of only 40% of Indians. There are 22 scheduled languages, and 114 major languages major languages identified in India. Identified in India. Examinations conducted. Examinations conducted for central government post. Examinations conducted for central government post can be written in any of the 22 languages. In 1965, I'm sorry, I thought I said 56, but it's not 65. In 1965, English was to be stopped, but many non-Hindi speaking states wanted English to continue. States have the freedom to conduct official work in their own state language. States can conduct official work in their own state languages. This has helped our country. This has helped our country to avoid the kind of situation that is prevalent in Sri Lanka. Children, in 5 minutes I will have to end this meeting as we have the next class coming on. But let me explain to you, and you please put the third heading, and that is center-state relation. Center-state relationship. Please put the heading center-state relationship. Now, let me explain this to you. Children, see, at the central government, there could be, like for instance, take the present situation. The central government has the BJP, the state government has the Congress party. Now, there was a time when the central and the state, either most of the states had the same party, and sometimes, it would be the rule of just the center. Now a time came in India where it was not possible, for the central government to get a perfect majority. And there were times when the center was one, the state was another party, there would be conflicts, there would be, kind of a disruption in the running of the country. Now in this instance, what the government has started doing, we have come across two new terminologies, and that is coalition and alliance. Alliance means party, many parties combine their votes. Now, what we have started doing is, before the elections, we form groups. Like we have basically NDA and UPA. NDA is the BJP party with its alliances, and UPA is the Congress party with its alliances. So when the group is formed, before then it becomes an NDA, then it becomes an alliance. Once they form the government, it is known as the coalition government. I'll continue from here tomorrow, children. Make sure you are here tomorrow at 7:45, 7:45. I'll start entry at 7:45. Unlike today where the entry started pretty late, children. And tomorrow 7:45 entry, class will begin at 7:50. Goodbye, children. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll meet again. प्रॉब्लम ये था कि you'll have to change the schedule, okay? हो गया? हमें तो बहुत सही और बच्चों को कुछ नहीं. मैं इसको कंप्रेसिंग नहीं हुआ. कन्वर्टिंग ही नहीं हुआ. मुझे क्या पता. Convert, no, it converts.
Did you press record?
In this?
Huh?
Yeah.
When you press?
When I spoke.
You record on your mobile, no?
Huh.
Stop this, no?